Hi, being. I'll start off the show with a song. New you. That's a song that's being offered to test for yourself, to connect with the real universes, the real universal guides. If a person sings it for 15 minutes before they go to sleep each night, and maybe 15 minutes when they wake up in the morning, and see what life shows you, whether it's in your dreams or while you're awake. This is for you. Whoever the all is decided to give the opportunity to hear these words, this guidance to the new presentation. Today I'll read some definitions that are in New Book 6 of the Adventurous series by Dwayne the Great Writer, Your Dream Visions. The new books are available at lulu.com, and you can get PDFs if you get a hold of Kelsey Lynn Brown on Facebook or YouTube or Skype, or if you're looking, you'll be able to find her. The gods of man. These entities are the governors, the lords and rulers within the two heavens of man that most of the unaware keep thinking is the true reality. These creatures oversee the dualistic powers of good and bad, and they do not promote the real connection, the sound-light reality of the all is. These gods are also known as the space gods, as their job is to make sure all souls stay unaware of the real universes of real freedom and pure light. The two heavens of man, the astral and the mental worlds above the physical realm. Wonderful places to visit. But without the real guides, one will be returning for more lifetimes of searching for the real light of the is. The round worlds, the lowest order of life on small and insignificant rocks in black space, unaware humans think of as life, but are actually a place in life for educational experiences like prisons for captives. The rep systems, religious, educational, political, and social systems that have been established by the whims of the human mind. Because these systems use the best resources, they have the best fronts to present to the unaware public. It is for sure an honest mistake most people are making, but one of choice. The Kalam God, the Lord God of all the followers of the belief systems on earth and up to the mental worlds. His identity will differ from faith to faith, but they are all still him. He is the three-headed God with the faces of benevolence, fear, and influence. Jehovah, brother of the Kalam God, ruler and God of the astral worlds. He is a little bit nicer than his brother. The authoritarians and brutalitarians. These people, the rep systems, and their contrived agencies are the taskmasters for the gods of man on earth. They make all the rules and regulations to make sure all the unaware humans stay asleep to the true reality and never escape the drudgery of reincarnation and karma and their 9-to-5 boring jobs. In our modern society, these offenders burden people as slaves to paperwork as one way to keep them confused along with all the worthless political issues of the day. These stinkers especially love people who are couch potatoes. Tap lines. These are the unseen connections made by the dark forces and their buddies to control unsuspecting souls who rely on their ignorant position of looking to the rep systems for their livelihood. Dream arena. This is usually a person's own dream worlds and their decided areas of experience besides their physical life. The lords of karma, assigned to make sure each unaware soul gets their due rewards and punishments in the 3 lower levels. Spiritual, a term widely used for eons as the identifying label as something divine. And so it is with those who practice all the religious, occult, and various psychic sciences. It has nothing to do with the true reality nor the real universal guides. The real guides do not recognize the shortcomings of what humans have invented and look to as something real. The universal guides provide what is real now. Soul. Those lost and unaware individuals who are originally from the true reality. Until one becomes new with the real connection, they will continue to recycle into new bodies unconsciously until one meets the real universal guides. Belief, faith, and hope. These 3 are the trinity of the rep systems, who have established these ideas firmly in the subconscious of their followers for lifetimes. They only apply to the first 3 levels of life and do not exist in the real universes where there is only real truth and real freedom, the all is. Human history. The events of the past that all of us have been through and lived before. When our present human history of this earth is looked at closely, it is seen that many of the largest establishments of today were directly from conflicts and takeovers that have now become commonplace. The decisions that were made way back when are now what most people are living. That's some of the definitions of some of the words used in the new books by Dwayne the Great Writer. This is a warning. It's being given to those that are being given the opportunity to test for themselves the new song, New You, and read the new books and study the new books and see if you can earn your way out of these psych realms, which are the physical, the astral, the causal, the mental, the etheric, and then the real guides escort a person through what's called the deep, dark border, the dividing line between the psych realms and the real universes, where there's real freedom and real love. Not this implied freedom we think is freedom on earth, and the emotional love that we think is love here on earth. It's an opportunity to find out for yourself. There's no coincidences. So, but Dwayne has Skype groups and Zoom groups that you can become involved with. There's projects in development that you can become involved with for doing for all. Whether it's planting trees and making rainforests where there isn't any at the present, or cleaning the oceans up, or helping to provide good water for those that don't have it on this earth. And so this opportunity to become involved with the new presentation, the wonderful worldwide educators, is being offered to some on earth right now. And we don't know if it's going to be offered again. So the opportunity is here to test for yourself. See what life shows you. I'll read a little bit of the new book 6, Your Dream Visions by Dwayne the Great Rider, so you get a little idea about what's in the adventurous series by Dwayne the Great Rider. One stands back and watches all that is taking place on this world. It is not hard to see the forces each person decides will enter their life, as it does their dream visions. Because each of us must live our lives here, we also decide how our life will be. And so what most people have is a very limited arena to choose from. And that is why I am here. I have been to the gods of man and seen their operations from the inside. And I know from experience what they are doing. They are a particular way, just like the wild beasts that roam the jungles, who are nice to their own kind for the most part. But when something that looks good for dinner comes along, then their attitude changes. When a person understands the forces they are dealing with, then they can make better choices and learn to rise above the drama like a bird in flight. The basic idea of humans is they walk on the ground and all else is a mystery. Because the belief systems have told people their gods are a mystery. And as people believe it to be so, then they have accepted the influence as their way of life and are stuck with her until they decide different. Just like all the ingredients in a cake, it takes the emotional ideas that are charismatically presented to seal the deal for those wanting to be with the influence. The average person mainly thinks in terms of their personal life and not much more, as they are limited by their upbringing and wanting to be accepted into the social order like everyone else. They may belong to some idealistic group, such as a religion, metaphysics, meditation, yoga, or any one of the numerous invented creations on the planet today. And so their dream visions will imply and be influenced by their connection to these groups and programs.